Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the homestead. We're out here in the apiary, and we're going to take a look at this beehive. The first video we did a little quick spring check-in, and I don't like to disturb the bees too much, so I was just checking to make sure the queen was okay. It's been a couple weeks now. We just got back from trail day, so I'm actually a little bit later than I would normally have checked on them. It's almost 3 weeks. And now I'm going to check on them again, and what I'm looking for this time, in my experience, when you have a hive that starts out the spring and does really well, there's a good chance that they build enough numbers, big enough bee population that they'll want to swarm. I'll get into what a bee swarm is in other videos and stuff, but for right now what I want to do is check to see if this hive is ready to swarm, and what I'm looking for is queen cells. So I'm going to open the hive up. I'm sure to find a lot more bees than last time, and I'm just gonna peek around in the frames and see if I can find any queen cells. If I find some queen cells, then I know that this hive is preparing to swarm. I'm also gonna do a little bit of maintenance and just a general look at the health of the hive. So anyways, enough talking, let's dig right in. The first thing I notice is that the bees have got some new neighbors, and that's a whole lot of ants. Though this hive is very strong and won't really be affected by the ants, I will be getting rid of the ants anyways. It looks as though they're living in the old rotten top cover of this hive, so by replacing the old equipment, it should solve the problem. I will start my search for queen cells in the lower brood box. One at a time, I will check each frame for queen cells. If I find a queen cell, I'll have to take steps to make sure that this hive does not swarm. I am wearing gloves today, which can tend to make you a little clumsy, so I make sure to take my time to avoid killing bees. Oftentimes, the queen cells will be on the bottom of the frames. No matter how careful you are, you still can get stung. I always check and remove the stinger if it is still stuck in my skin. If not, it will continue to pump venom in and can make it more irritated. I did not find any queen cells today, but I did find pollen, honey, eggs, and larvae, which lets me know that this hive is doing very well. Because this hive is very old, I take some time to look for damaged frames. I find 2 frames that are in bad shape and I replace them. It is important to keep your equipment in good order so that you can more easily work with the bees. When a colony runs out of room in the hive, that is what triggers it to swarm. So I will be adding a super box to this hive to give them more room. Placing a queen excluder between the hive bodies and the super will keep the queen from laying eggs in the surplus honey. I have disturbed the bees enough for today, so it's time to close them back up. I will give the bees the rest of the evening to calm down and to return to the inside of the hive. Then I will come back out and retrieve the old equipment once the bees have left it. It has been a very successful day. I won't have to worry about this hive swarming, and they are doing so well I should expect a good crop of honey this fall. And it's always a good day when you only get stung once. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. I like it, I dig it, I want more of it.